Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today's Hump Day, Wednesday, first Wednesday of October, I think. And yesterday we talked about racism. We we went everywhere, but please don't get me wrong. How can I possibly be a racist? I'm not even white. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So no racism, no more racism. Okay, just love and appreciate each other's races. They're all beautiful people. Okay, that's what's great about America. We have racial diversity. You may not appreciate it very much because probably most likely if you're an American, most likely you just grew up here, so you take it for granted this racial diversity that we have in this country. But I grew up in Korea. Okay, they're all Koreans. They're not just all Asians. No, they're all Koreans. Okay, South Korea, where I grew. So yeah, I hugely appreciate this racial diversity. I love all the races: Hispanics, Middle Easterns, Indians, American natives, whites, blacks, Asians. I love them all. Okay, they're all beautiful people. Okay, and but just because white race is particularly very beautiful, blonde hair, red hair. Oh, look at this guy, this fruit fly. Another one. Ah, I got one, but I missed the other one. Yeah. Next time. Okay. This dead bug here. Next time I kill it. Fruit fly. Oh my god, this guy's still not dead. Ah! I got it. The fruit flies, man. Drosophila melanogaster is one fruit fly species that is extensively studied in genetics, biology, gene sequencing, whatever. So yeah, white race, Caucasian race, they're very beautiful and but they're very vulnerable. They're very unique race with only white race has blue eyes, green eyes, blonde hair, red hair, white skin, pink skin, orange skin. It's only white race, and white race is minority worldwide. Only 20% of human race is white race. Okay, and all ethnic guys we fantasize about having sex with white girls. Okay, so that's why white race deserves some and also needs very special protection. Okay, so beautiful white girls should only marry eligible white men who would have purely white kids. So this is not racism. Okay, that's is it white supremacism? It could be, but we are not saying white race is supreme in every respect. Every race has strengths and weakness. Okay, every race has white people, for example. If you go to clubs, it's kind of awkward. White people they're not the best dancers. Okay, so but blacks they're like natural dancers, right? Asians, no, we are not that natural dancers either. Hispanics, yeah, they're natural dancers. Partnership dancing, whatnot, right? Hispanics, blacks, great dancers, okay, great musicians, and blacks, great athletes. So in this Western civilization that we're living in America, baseball, football, soccer, all this ping pong, basketballs, yeah, they're all invented by white people, Europeans, right? And like rugby, you know. But African Americans, they excel, like golf, like Tiger Woods, basketball, like Magic Johnson, or I don't know that many names because I don't watch those sports. Okay. Uh, yes, but so blacks, yeah, they just great athletes. Okay, and there's a physically endowed people. They're great athletes, and so yeah, white people invented all those modern sports, but black African Americans, they learned the sports that white people invented, and they excelled in it. Okay. Also, the musical instruments like trumpets, pianos, guitars, they're all white people's invention. Okay, all these modern musical instruments, they're mostly invented by white people, Europeans, right? And black people learned it, like black American, African Americans, they learned it and they excelled. Okay, so and then they invented a lot of brand new musical genre like R&B, which is rhythm and blues, or blues, jazz. They're all black African American inventions. So African Americans are very special race. They also deserve very special protection because they are also minority. I mean, African Americans, they are not just Africans. No, they are African Americans. They are very very special race. Okay, sub race, and they are amazing. Okay, so they deserve very special protection too. Okay, and but Americans like me, American Asians or American Hispanics, American Arabs or American Jews, I don't think we deserve that much protection. We are not that special at all. Not at all. Okay. We are not that smart. We are not that beautiful. We're just brown people. Okay. But African Americans and African Americans and Caucasian Americans, they are very very special races. They deserve special protection. But they are very extremely talented and extremely beautiful. Okay. It's just my personal opinion on races. Okay. Now, so that's racist, and let's do some problem solving. Okay, so uh, let's talk about economy. So, in from friends, I learned that Europe. I mean, also in media too. Europe has this big problem. So, yeah, we should talk about some international affairs, international things. Yeah, domestic things. Yeah, that's important too. But because more than ever, now the world is more connected than before, ever before. So, and we are all in the same ship, no matter what country you're living in. We are all in the same ship called Planet Earth. It's a ship in the universe. It's one ship, Planet Earth. So we are all connected, and we don't live in isolation. So if there's a problem somewhere else on the globe, it affects us. Although it's like half a globe away. So yeah, we do need to take care of some of the stuff and maybe not intervene, but help them out. Okay, so the problem going on in Europe more so than in America is this: the huge influx of immigration population from Africa and from Middle East, because Africa, Middle East, they're torn by these wars. Okay, and Northern Africa and Middle East, they're torn by wars and terrorism, suicide bombers. Okay, so let's briefly talk about the Book of Revelation. Okay, so humanology does not subscribe to every single doctrine in the Bible or in Bible or in Christianity. We take some of it. We cherry pick traditional Christian doctrines and biblical teaching. We took some of it, but not all. Okay, we reject some of their core doctrines. Okay, like one of the things, Armageddon, apocalypse. Humanology expressly reject that idea. Okay, because Armageddon So we'll get back to this world problem, okay? World problem, this crisis. Before we forget. Yeah, this screen is good. Yeah, you can actually see it. It's a dark green, very good. You know, I bought my course yesterday. You know, so yeah, so John, Saint John, Jesus' favorite disciple, he penned this book of Revelation in an island, and to me he sounds very much like a suicidal or would-be terrorist, suicide bomber, mass shooter. That's how it sounds like to me. Saint John, he's an angry individual. He's excluded, isolated. Nobody likes him, and he's not appreciated. So angry. Okay, let's kill everybody. Everybody dies. Oh, come Jesus, save me, save a few good people, and the rest of the world, yeah, they must die. All right. Jesus actually had this kind of attitude too. He later on, I mean, not. So he did his ministry for over a couple of years, right? 3 years maybe, from age 30 to age 33, something like that. It's kind of young punk, Jesus. Jesus the punk. He's such a punk ass, spoiled brat, okay? He never had to work. He got everything handed down to him, alright? He never had to learn anything. Just because he was born son of God. He has this miracle power like superhero. Superman is more than Superman. Superman never was able to multiply a single loaf of bread into 1,000 loaves of bread. No, nobody could do that except Jesus. So yeah, he was by far more powerful superhero than Superman or anyone else. So that's Jesus, superhero, the Mr. Jesus, the superhero. Okay, I'm gonna put on some jacket. It's cold. So nobody's watching this, and I'm kind of glad. It's a relief because I may get into trouble if people are watching this because I talk shit about so many different things. Okay, so it's better this way that nobody's watching this. Maybe after I'm dead, maybe 100 years from now, yeah, then you guys can watch this. Okay, but because I won't get into any trouble, I'm dead, right? So yeah, it works. It's good that I'm nameless and not famous. It's a good thing. Okay, so yeah, Jesus also at first he was very excited. Oh, look at me, I'm superstar, a rock star. All the girls love me. They follow me around. Jesus had a lot of groupies. I bet you, many of them, I bet you, they're very attractive young girls. I bet you. Groupies, okay? Famous rock star, that's Mr. Jesus, okay? He made tons of money, okay? He was a rich man. Just like a rocker, famous singer nowadays. That was Jesus' stardom back in his days, okay? He was a rich man. Right? He traveled and people bring money, you know. Yeah, just like a rock star, just like a singer, famous recording artist, okay. Yeah, he was very famous, very rich, very powerful. That was Jesus, right? And he didn't have to work. He just had these miracle powers just because he's son of God. So fucking son of a bitch, right? Anyway, I like his ethical teaching though. Okay, and yeah, but look at the rest of us. We work so hard every single day, and we don't get famous. Okay, but Jesus did. Okay, just because he got everything handed down to him. Okay, so yeah, fuck him. All right, so yeah, so he's spoiled brat, Jesus. Okay, so in the beginning of his ministry, yeah, he was all excited. Oh, I'm gonna help people. I'm gonna heal. Put my hand on a sick person, and voila, this person is healed. So that was his job. Such an easy job, right? He didn't have to go to medical school and operate on this sick person for hours. No, 1 second, done, right? Easy job, big money. That was Jesus' life. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. Nobody will tell you this. Why? Because they're afraid, or they're just ignorant, and they're weak. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm talking about pastors, preachers, Pope Francis, all these Christian leaders. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay, because they are too weak. Weak people. They can never think outside the box, and they can never see the truth. I can. Why? Because I have nothing to lose. I don't give a fuck. Okay. So I tell you the bare naked truth. Okay, that's Jesus' life. All right. So he lived an easy life. He spoiled brat, and then later on, after 3 years, he got tired of it. He grew tired. He got jaded. You know what? Because Jesus said in the Bible, people keep bringing sick people to him. So later on, in his ministry career, he said, "How long should I be with you, and take care of you?" Okay. Yeah, he got fed up. Okay, after 3 years, oh man, I'm done with this shit. Okay, so let me just suffer for 1 day in crucifixion and get the hell out of here. These stupid sick earthlings. Let me go back to heaven, where I'm from. That's what he did. Okay, so he kind of did this early retirement thing. Such a lazy ass. Okay, that's Jesus. All right, so punk. Okay, young fuck, fucking punk, fuck punk, punk fuck, whatever. That's Jesus. Okay, so yeah, but he did his job. Okay, he suffered in the crucifixion for 1 day and 40 days, 40 nights of the fasting in the desert. Yeah, but that's 41 days. That's the only days with less than 2 months that he ever suffered in his 3 decades of life. Okay, that's, come on. He doesn't deserve to be our hero. Okay, he's a great teacher because he has superior knowledge. Yeah, humanology is hugely based upon Jesus' teaching because I think it is true what he told us during those 3 years. I do think it is from God. I do believe that. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that, of course. Okay, but Jesus as a human being, I don't have any appreciation of his life. I appreciate him as as the Son of God, as the messenger from God, as a prophet, and as the Son. I do think he's Son of God. I do believe it. Okay, so his sacrifice, I do believe that is capable of saving the entire humanity. Okay, but he chose not to. He could have saved the entire humanity, but he saved only people, handful of people who believed in him. Okay, so yeah, he saved me. I'm sure, and many others. Who Christians. You could be a subway Christians like me, underground Christian like me. I don't go to churches because, to me, churches they have nothing to teach me anymore. I know better. Okay, I should be teaching them. They should be learning from me. Pastors, Pope Francis, bishops, priests, preachers, pastors, they should be learning from me. Okay, They have nothing to teach me. I know better. Okay? That's why I don't go to churches anymore, alright? Because it's a waste of time. So, in my arrogant opinion, alright? So, Jesus, yeah, later on in his ministry, after 3 years, he got jaded and he became kind of like suicidal, alright? And he started talking about, yeah, Armageddon, okay? Apocalypse. As if it's gonna happen very soon. It never happened. For 2,000 years since he died and then resurrected and went to heaven. It never happened. Okay, and Saint John, Jesus' favorite disciple, who wrote the book of Revelation. If you read it, you will see. Yeah, he thought, genuinely believed, it's gonna happen very soon, during his lifetime, but it didn't, and it did not happen even after his death. For more than 2,000 years, it never happened. Okay, so in my opinion, it will never happen. Apocalypse, Armageddon, I don't think it will ever happen. Okay, because that's something. I take this position of this eternal recurrence. It's kind of like it's kind of Eastern concept, Buddhist concept. Buddhism emphasizes circle. That's Buddhism. You know, India, China, Korea. Yeah, Buddhism. They think life is a circle. You know, circle of the universe. This can be Eastern concept. It's not Western or African concept. Circle of life. That's Eastern concept. Okay. So you know, even this Tai Chi, what is symbol of yin and yang, you know, Tai Chi symbol. I don't know what they call it. Yeah, it's very circular. Circle of life, you know, like reincarnation, that kind of stuff. They're all Eastern concept. Okay, so it's kind of in the Bible too. Yeah, God said in the book of Genesis, yeah, you're made with earth, the dirt. So after you're dead, yeah, you go back to earth, on the ground, and also you become dirt. Okay. And trying to get back to this thought track, main track of thought. Yeah, so Jesus, he later on talked about this suicide by crucifixion. It's suicide by crucifixion. You know, there's this phrase, suicide by cop. You're not shooting yourself. You're just going to police station or in front of a bunch of cops, waving this gun on your hand, and then cops kill you. That's suicide by cop. Jesus, suicide by crucifixion. It was a suicide. Why? Because he knew he would die, but he didn't escape. I would never do such a thing like that. I don't do crucifixion. I'm sorry. That will never happen to me. If people try to kill me, I will either fight back or I would run away. Okay? I'll fight back or run away. I would never just sit there and take it. No. I'm not Jesus. I'm not Son of God. Me dying, that's not going to have any positive impact to the world. I can do more alive. If I'm living, I can do a lot more. Okay? I'm not Son of God. My death is not going to mean anything. Okay? It's not going to change anything or save anybody. I have to be alive, stay alive. So yeah, I will evade, escape, inveigle, obfuscate, and fight back, whatever. But yeah, Jesus chose to die. Okay, so that's suicide, passive suicide. He didn't kill himself, but he let others kill him. Suicide by cop, suicide by crucifixion, same thing. Okay. So yeah, Jesus committed suicide basically, okay, and because he was so tired of all this bullshit that he was doing. Oh, I'm son of God, but look at me, I'm raising the dead, I'm dealing with the sick people, and man, he's been doing for 3 years. So oh, you know what? I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna go back to heaven. So bye. That's Jesus' life, okay, and death and retirement, early retirement, and then resurrection, and then flying to the heaven. Okay, that's Jesus. All right, in a nutshell. Jesus' life in a nutshell. That's what it was. Okay, so you may like this if you're a secular person, but if you're a Christian, probably you are very offended. All right, I'm sorry. I apologize to you. But if you're a Christian, well, you're already saved. Okay, I have to be reaching out to the secular people. Okay, so I'm doing God's work. I'm doing Jesus' work. Okay, so I just want you to know. All right. Anyway, so Jesus talked about this. Yeah, so in the Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher, he loved Indian philosophy, Buddhism and stuff, Upanishad, Rig Veda, all that stuff. And so did Schopenhauer, who is Nietzsche's predecessor. Okay, yeah, they loved Eastern philosophy, and so yeah, so Nietzsche adopted from this Eastern philosophy, Indian Buddhism kind of philosophy, that eternal recurrence. Okay, so that's what humanology adopts too. Apocalypse, Armageddon isn't just one-time thing that's gonna kill two-thirds of humanity and save the good people. No, it's something that happens again and again in our life, in our lifetime. Okay, so from Genesis, book of Genesis, and to the book of Revelation, it goes again and again and again in our life when we are alive, and also it goes again and again in throughout the human history. Okay, so microcosmic, microscopically, yeah, it goes in our one person's life, individual level. I go through some bad time, then there's good time, and I get a new job. It's a like brand new Genesis, and then I go through Exodus because this job gets boring, and then I get, so that's Exodus. I get out of that, and then I go to the land of promise, a brand new job, brand new profession. Okay, and then there's like Canaan. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Canaan, like the land of promise, like uh, after crossing the Jordan River, all this Moses, Joshua kind of thing, right? So yeah, I get this new job, right? Then after years, yeah, it becomes boring again. So now it's kind of like Egyptian slavery, right? So oppression. So and then I start brand new Exodus, and then I get another job, brand new profession, or maybe some promotion or diagonal promotion, whatever, right? New profession, new job, or maybe I get elected to some political position, and then that's the book of Genesis again. Then after a few years, I get bored, and Exodus again. Then Promised Land, put up. Or sometimes there's this Armageddon, apocalypse. I go through some very painful life event, right? And then I learn a lesson. I kind of get resurrected learn from that experience, and Genesis, book of Genesis again. Eternal recurrence, okay? And human history. That's the more macrocosmic view. Yeah, they go through that, like World War One, World War Two, World War whatever. Hopefully, there's no World War Three. Okay, so yeah, it's like that. That's humanology's position. All right, and because no matter what problem in the world there is, I have a solution for it. Okay, Maybe you do too. Okay, so let's share it then. Teach me. Okay. But as of now, I have already all the solutions to all the world problems, no matter what it is. All the American problems, all the world problems, I have solution for every single one of it. Okay, so let's take a break and we're gonna start sharing. Okay, but let's take a break first. Mm. So we're back to world problem. Okay. So, all right. Oh, open the window and ventilate the air to get some oxygen to the house. Get some oxygen to the house. Okay, we're back. See what I told you? I smoke in moderation, okay? Yeah, but don't smoke cigarettes if you are pregnant, or if you have medical condition. Smoking is good as long as you do it moderate in moderation, and also if you exercise and if you eat healthy. Okay, and anyways, yeah. So you have to elect me in 2020 for American presidency. Otherwise, America will not be saved. Okay, I am your guy. I'm the only man who can save America from all this mess. There's nobody else. Okay, Donald J. Trump, President Trump, he cannot save you. He cannot save white race. He couldn't even save his own Caucasian heritage from all this ethnic invasion on Caucasian race. His his son-in-law, a Middle Eastern guy, a Jew, okay, and the guy, his the other daughter is dating Jew, okay, Middle Eastern guy. So very successful, but very greedy and lustful. These sex-hungered animals. Okay, that's his son-in-law, and also the guy who's dating Tiffany Trump. Okay, he couldn't even save his own daughters. Okay, how can he save the Caucasian race? He can't. Okay, he couldn't even save his own daughters. Okay, that's why he's so angry. Oh, I cannot control my daughters, so they are now handed out to this ethnic man. So now my Caucasian heritage is wiped out. So he's angry. So his granddaughter, Ivanka's daughter, she looks like Hispanic, right? Brown eyes, brown skin, black hair. That's why he hates Hispanic so much. We talked about this before, okay? But it's kind of fun to talk about. So we are making fun of the president of the United States and his family, his royal first family. We are making fun of them. It's funny. So we keep doing it again and again. We just want to talk about. Okay, so his Caucasian heritage is wiped out by this greedy, sex-hungered animals, right? Just, two Jewish guys, Middle Eastern guys. Okay, so he's angry. Okay, so now, but he cannot hate his daughters. He cannot hate his Hispanic-looking granddaughter. So, but he's angry. He gotta vent out his anger, target somebody anyway, right? Anyhow, so he had Hispanics. He had all the non-white people. Okay, so he called the third world countries as ethnic countries as shithole countries, and look what he did to me. His administration. He doesn't know me, but his administration tried to kick me out of this country. Okay, just because I'm an ethnic man and I have this ethnic name and foreign association, and so gave me it is impossible demand of to renew your passport, give me 5 documents, each of which is at least 5 years old, and each of which has either your signature or your photo. Who has that? That's impossible demand. So, but I kind of like I sent them out like 30 different documents that kind of shows that it's kind of like my job application materials, like my school script transcripts, my college, my law school, my graduate school transcripts. But they don't have my photo. They don't have my signature on it. They only have my name. But it's more than 5 years old. I sent them and those things, and also all other documents, whatever I have. Okay, it took me like maybe 3 hours total. I had to like mail them and scan them and print them. So they ended up renewing my passport. Okay, and I have some professional licenses too. So yeah, I scanned them out, and they don't have my photo. They don't have my signature, but and many of them are not even 5 years old. Okay, So yeah, they ended up approving my renewal passport. So I'm grateful, okay. But at the same time, I realized that President Trump isn't quite doing the right thing, okay. Because I was born in America. Okay? I have my birth certificate. I have my legitimate citizenship, and he's tried to kick me out. He tried. So yeah, his country's not going in the right direction, and hating Hispanic people or ethnic people, that's not going to solve any problem. Okay, because America already have a lot of ethnic men. Okay, so we just need to talk to them. Hey, just let beautiful young slender white girls marry white men and don't mess with them. Okay, yeah, then that's the only way we can preserve the white race. Okay, I love white race. Who doesn't? Okay, they're beautiful. Nobody wants to see blonde hair go extinct. Okay, blue eyes go extinct. They're beautiful. Okay, they're unique. They're like jewel, like gemstone of human race, like sapphire or ruby, red hair, and yeah, we should take care of that. Okay, preservation of white race. But Donald Trump, he doesn't know how to do that. Nobody knows how to do that except me. Okay. Okay. So now let's move on. World problem. Okay. So there's this influx of immigration from North Africa and Middle East to Europe. That's a big problem because now European countries, governments, they have to feed these brand new immigrants from Africa and Middle East to their European countries like Italy, Germany, France, Finland, Sweden, England, all those countries. Okay, they cannot just keep feeding them. All right, they have limited resources, so it's a big problem. And all these new immigrants, they don't speak the language. So what do? They commit crimes, steal, okay, and they're also not unsatisfied because nobody can be satisfied unless you have a job. You have to have a job. Why? It's minor plastic course, minor plastic path, minor plastic whatever. You work during the day and you enjoy during the evening. You work during the weekdays and you enjoy during the weekends, day off, holidays. If you don't have that, then your life is screwed. Okay, you have to work. You can never be happy without it. Okay, because this positive copium can only be generated by negative copium. This antecedent negative copium, antecedent negon. That's what generates this subsequent poson, positive copium. Okay, it's the law of copium conservation, just like law of energy mass conservation. Okay, you cannot make positive copium without negative copium. Pleasure, pain is a relative thing. You can never be happy without some unhappiness. Okay, you can never experience pleasure without some pain. Okay, so that's one of the teachings, basic elementary teachings in humanology. Okay, so world problem. Okay, so people get out of Africa, and some people, not all, some people get out of Africa and Middle East because it's torn apart by wars and terrorism. So why are there so many terrorism in the Middle East and North Africa? It's because hijabs and burqas. That's not original Islam. Okay, that's something added to it. Original Islam was very respectful for women. Prophet Muhammad loved women. He respected women. The very teachers of Islam were women. His Prophet Muhammad's wives and daughters, probably. Okay? He loved women, he respected women. They were the first imams, the first teachers of Islam, okay? Entrusted those women to teach Islam to other people, okay? So sexism was not existing. This racial intolerance did not exist. This religious intolerance did not exist back in the days of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, he was very tolerant toward other races, other both men and women, and other religions and other races. Okay, he was a very good man. Later on, Islam got corrupted. Okay, like anything else, possibly like Christianity too, probably more like Judaism as well, or even also like Buddhism as well. Okay, yeah, things get corrupted later on. Okay, and Islam is just one of those religions who got corrupted later on. Okay, just like any other religions. Okay, so yeah, they started to oppress women. Okay, but it's just Islam. It's an American problem too. What? So what American ideology oppresses women? I give you like 5 seconds. Okay, maybe 10 seconds. We talked about it before, recently, like yesterday. Anti-abortionism, pro-lifeism. Okay, that's oppressing women. Okay, oh, you should never have an abortion. You should give birth to a child. Come on, that's oppressing women. Okay, so yeah, it's an American problem too. This oppressing women, giving undue hardship to women. Okay, that's not acceptable. So America, at least half of this country is very sexist. You know, conservatives, Republicans. Come on, look what they did. Like a couple of weeks ago, they nominated Judge Kavanaugh to Supreme Court. I don't think he's a sexist or misogynist because nobody is. Okay. Yeah, we love women. Okay, but he sexually assaulted women, probably many women. Well, at least that's the allegation. But Republicans, they don't care as long as he's pro-life. I'm gonna vote for you. Okay, so he doesn't care. Republicans, conservatives, they don't care about women. Okay, it's so stupid. Just like Democrats and liberals, they're just as stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. But this is free. You know, I took some government jobs and I swore in as a lawyer on paper. So many times, several times in my past, yeah. Also, I was a soldier in the United States Army. So when we get those jobs, we swear in, right? I will uphold and preserve and protect the Constitution of the United States, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I am exercising the freedom of speech. Okay, if you don't exercise freedom of speech, this constitutional rights, it dies. Constitution dies. In order to keep Constitution alive, you have to practice constitutional rights. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm protecting and preserving constitutional rights and keeping it alive. Okay? And so should you. Alright, so alright, so yeah, we gotta get rid of hijabs and burqas and all this sexism in Islam, okay? Because we should free women, we should let them go to colleges and get jobs and get rid of that stupid hijabs and burqas, because that's what was blocking this women's aesthetic development. Women can only be beautiful if they exercise freedom of expression of their natural beauty. Okay, they should be free to have this hair long, expose their hair, and put on makeups and put on high heel shoes, miniskirts, wear bikinis and tight fitting sweaters and jeans. That's what Middle Eastern women should be wearing, and Northern African women should be wearing. Then guys will be happy because they're happy because they get to see all these beautiful women on the streets. They won't be need to be violent and oh my, because suicidal people like Jesus once was, and his favorite disciple John was, Saint John was. They are like think Jesus, John. They think like mass suicide bombers, mass killers. They think just like terrorists because they are unhappy. Okay. Oh, their career is going nowhere and they're isolated. Both Jesus and later in life, Jesus and John. You know, Saint John, Jesus' favorite disciple. They're isolated. Okay, and then their career is flagging, and so you know what? Everybody dies because, and I will die too because, just like they're thinking like terrorists. Okay, so because their lives are miserable. Okay, and they look at all these other people and they're happy, so they're jealous. Okay, so that's the mindset of these terrorists or mass shooter, mass shopping mall shooter, mass murderer, mass school shooter, mass church shooter, mass whatever shooter, suicide bomber in the Middle East, mass shooter in America. It's all the same. Okay, they are unhappy, and they look at other people being happy, so they're jealous. Okay, I hate my life, and I hate those happy people. So I'm gonna kill all those as many people as possible because I hate them, and then I'm gonna kill myself because I hate my life. Okay, that's their mindset, and Jesus and John they had the same kind of mindset as a terrorist, as a mass murderer. Okay, so that's the truth. It's a fact. All right. I want you to be get out of that mindset. If you're a Christian, I understand this. This is probably the most difficult thing to swallow, but you need to get outside of your religion. Okay, I'm telling you, for your own sake, because if you're a Christian, probably you're brainwashed by Christian doctrines. You probably believed without even thinking once. I need you to start thinking and start questioning Bible and Christianity if you are happen to be a Christian and watching this. Okay, I need you to keep an open mind. I need you to be rational than emotional. Stop being a machine, a parakeet. Don't just repeat the party lines or religious doctrines. No, stop doing that. Okay, I want you to be independent thinker. Okay, I need you to learn from me. All right, because this is a very good lesson. Okay, because otherwise you're not gonna make any difference. You'll just be used by this ideology of Christianityism. I want you to open your eyes to the reality. Okay, I'm trying to exercise you. If you are a Christian, you are being possessed. You have been possessed by this demon of Christianityism. You may think it's Holy Spirit. Some of it is, but the other half is something very satanic and devilish because it makes you stupid. Okay, I want you to open your eyes once and start questioning the kind of things that you have been believing in for decades. Okay, so yeah, Christians, gays, gayists, because nobody's gay. Okay, we are all born straight. Okay, but you are infected by gayism. Okay, Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, whatever dominant ideologies out there, I need you to start questioning it and get out of it. Okay? I'm not saying you should make me a king or some religious leader. I don't need it. I have a job. Okay? I don't need your money. I don't need your attention. I get enough attention. Okay? I'm a sharp dresser. Okay? And I do my hair. How do I do my hair? I take a bath. I don't take a shower. I take a bath in the morning. Like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? I take a bath and then I do this hair dryer, blow dryer. So it's kind of wavy, kind of windy, nice natural hair with a blow dryer, right? And then I freeze it with the hairspray, and it stays like that. Okay, because I have bald spots on my head because I'm a man, I'm aging. Okay, I have bald spots, so I cover it up with hair dryer. So I never have haircut nowadays. I need it long so that it can cover my bald hair. So I blow my hair dryer and then I freeze it with the hairspray. So if there's wind blowing, well, it still covers it up. So you see, I'm smarter than Donald J. Trump. Okay. I don't comb. I never use comb. I use dryer and then spray it. Okay. One more reason to vote for me in 2020. Okay. Don't vote for Donald J. Trump. Vote for me. If my name is not on the ballot, probably won't be. Just write down my name there. Okay. If there's no slot to write down my name, well, just write down my name anyway. If 99% of American voters write down my name, they're not gonna ignore it. Okay, so there's some election law, but I'm too lazy to follow it. So just write down my name there. Okay, in 2020. So we're talking about, okay, let's get back to the main topic of saving the world. Okay, so Jesus, he came but he didn't save the world. I'm sure he could. He could have. I'm sure he had the power to save the entire humanity, but he chose not to. Okay? The way I see it is he wants us to do it. Because it would be too easy for Jesus, the Son of God, to save the entire world. It would be too easy. So he wants us to save it. It's more dramatic. It's more difficult for us to save the world. And because God, the reason humanology thinks that God created these people and all these evils in the world, because he wants to sit back and enjoy this movie called Human History. Okay, we talked about this before, so I'm not gonna elaborate again, reiterate on that. Okay, so God created evil so that the movie of human history is enjoyable to watch. Okay, so we are all his entertainers. Okay, so I think that's why Jesus didn't save the world. He left it to us. So it's our job to save the world. Do you have better thing to do than saving the world? I don't think so. So yeah, let's save the world because we can. We have all the knowledge. We know how to do it. Okay. Well, if you don't know, I do. So learn from me. Okay. We'll take a break, and we get to it. Okay. How do we save the world? I know how to do it. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you how. Okay. I already told you in previous episodes, but probably you didn't watch all these episodes. Okay, I don't blame you because there's so many. By now there are 4 scores of it. So 4 dozen. 4 scores. Okay, 80 something. Yeah, we'll be back. All right. Okay, guys, guys and gals, I'm getting hungry, so we'll wrap it up real quick, okay? So how do we save the world? It's simple. We talked about this before, okay? So Africans and Middle Easterns, yeah, they should get rid of hijabs, okay? Free women, stop oppressing women, stop being such a sexist, okay? Just let them express their natural beauty, okay? So that guys are happy watching all these beautiful girls exposing their legs and natural contour lines of their bodies, okay? Let men be happy, okay? And then, yeah, so they should get rid of hijabs and burqas. Otherwise, violence will never stop in the Middle East and North Africa. Okay, so Islam needs to change. All they gotta do is just go back to original Islam. Okay, everything that Prophet Muhammad said about women is they should cover their breasts. Okay, so bikini will do. Okay, bikini does not violate Prophet Muhammad's teaching. It's covering their breasts. Okay. Yeah, get rid of all the hijabs, burqas, or go back to Islam, original Islam. Go back to original Middle East, original Arab, where they used to do belly dancing. Belly dancing is from Middle East. Okay, they have this veil and that's Middle East. Middle East used to be very, very sexually liberal. That's original Middle East. You should go back to that. Okay, so get rid of hijabs, just stupid shit, burqas, and stop oppressing women. Okay, they should get rid of it. Otherwise, the violence in the Middle East will never stop. Okay, so criminals, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to prevent crimes. Okay, it's all about basic human needs. Okay, so women covering up their bodies, so men are not happy. Okay, so yeah, they tend to get violent. Okay, it's that simple. We're not trying to understand. So criminals, they are like animals. Okay, no rocket science to this, no armchair psychology. Okay, it's not that. Okay, it's very easy thing to understand because they are like animals. Okay, criminals, terrorists, they're just criminals. Okay, there's no special thing about terrorism. It's just they're just mass criminals. Okay, international criminals. So, and then what? What else? Yeah, so Africa, Middle East, what they need to do is this, okay? Especially Africa, okay? They have tremendous resources of these wild animals, okay? And what America need to do is there should be these biological engineering consultants. Okay, we have America has all the biotechnologies. Okay, so help them start domesticating and farming all these wild animals in Africa. Okay, so you will farm in Africa. They will start farming giraffes, lions, cheetahs. You farm them, you breed them. We have all those biotechnologies. We have growth hormones. We have reproductive technologies, artificial insemination. We have all that stuff. Those technologies are something we already have. Okay, yeah. So you farm all this every single animal species in Africa, like rhinoceros, elephants, monkeys. Okay, farm them and sell them as pets, or just as meat source, or hide the leather, and you have this lion rug because lions now are farmed. Okay, and we release like 10% of the farmed lions back to their original natural habitat. So we are preserving the species as well. Okay, and then Yeah, sell their teeth, sell their hides, whatever. Then you have jobs in Africa. Okay, so nobody need to resort to crimes and terrorism. No, you have job, you work, you'll be happy. And African women, Middle Eastern women, they are very beautiful women. Okay, so just don't do any tattoos and piercings, and don't be lesbians. Just be natural. Okay, no piercing, no tattoos. Just diet. Well, nobody in Middle East or Africa, nobody there is obese. So all those women need to do is to be beautiful. Is just don't do piercings and expose their natural beautiful bodies. Okay, that's all they gotta do. Then they'll be beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and then so that's the solutions for that. So if America, then Africa, Middle East will be very rich. Middle East, they're already rich. They have oil. Okay, all they gotta do is get rid of hijabs and burqas. Okay. Africa, yeah, they will have jobs farming all these African animals. Okay, so they'll be rich. There will be no more violence, and they don't need to leave their countries. Okay, because African women, Middle Eastern women, they are beautiful. All right, they're already beautiful. They just need to show it. Okay, so guys won't live there because their women are more beautiful than fat, obese women in Europe or in America. Okay, so yeah, they won't live there. Okay, they won't have to. They will not want to leave their countries. Trust me. Okay, they were just happy there. So yeah, that's the problem solve solution. Okay, so it's that simple. Okay, it's not rocket scientist. No, you have to just think outside the box. And if you go to Harvard, Yale, Stanford, West Point, I have friends who went there. Okay, I have friends who went there to West Point, Harvard, Stanford, Yale. Yeah, many of my friends went there. Okay, so but if you go to those schools, yeah, you can never think outside the box because you turn yourself into a working machine. You do homeworks, you work too hard, you're workaholic, so you can never think outside the box. You can never become creative. Because creativity, to be creative, you need some leisure, alone time, doing nothing except just being by yourself. That's how you communicate with God. Okay? I mean, God won't talk to you, but it's analogy. It's just a term. You be alone you with yourself, then you are alone with God. Okay? And then you get inspired. We Christians say you are talking to God. Okay? It's just inspiration. Okay? Just independent thinking process. Okay, so let's stop right here. Okay, because I'm getting hungry. Okay. I gotta brush my teeth and I got this laundry done, so I gotta put it back. Okay, so all right, peace on earth. Okay, good night, bye, and you better vote for me in 2020 for president in American presidency. Okay. Well, it's up to you. Okay, bye.